Hey guys, welcome to MyAirbags. I'm Eli, and today we are removing the SRS Airbag Control Module on this Chevy Trax. Now the first step when you're working with any parts of the airbag system, whether it's the module, seatbelt, or the airbags themselves, you want to make sure you disconnect the battery first. You don't want any power going into the car while you're working with the airbag system. Now this first step I'm showing you isn't absolutely necessary if you're trying to get to the module the fastest. However, this step does help you if you're trying to remove the whole center console for easier access. And also it's better to see the module from the top here. So in this step we're going to need to get right underneath these two pieces here, the top coffee holder piece and this center console piece. I already have it lifted up, but the way you do it is get underneath with some small pry bar tools. Get underneath. If you pop up the first one here, the rest is easier to work. And you'll see it's being held down by these little tabs here, these little clips. Now with the next step, make sure the car is in park, and you want to make sure something is behind and in front of the wheels, because we're going to be moving the stick shift out of park into neutral and vice versa. Next, you'll see this little lever back here. If you go ahead and press down on it, and then simultaneously take the shift knob, and you can place it in any gear you would like, that'll make it easier to work with this piece here. Over here on the back side, you'll see a plug. You want to press down on this little piece here, this little button, and then pull out simultaneously. And on this plug here at the front, you want to go ahead and press down between this red piece, and then press down on this button here. And as we mentioned before, we're going for the fastest route to the module in this video. But if you wanted to remove the center console area, it starts with these little bolts here. And same thing with the driver's side, these bolts. And then the rest kind of falls apart from there. The next step is right here. These panels come off. They're held down by a series of clips. And over here towards the front, we have a 7mm screw. And then up here, this air vent will need to come out. You can pull from the bottom, pull out, and then pull down. And here on the driver's side, we have another 7mm right next to the acceleration pedal. And then the same exact step for the driver's side panel. And then one more 7mm here. And at this point, you should clearly see the module. It's this black plastic box bolted down to the floor with these yellow plugs up front. Make sure the battery is disconnected, and then go ahead and work on these plugs first. Don't unbolt the module yet. Make sure the plugs are disconnected, and then work the bolts. Up here on the plug, we have this little red tab that we want to push over. And then the plug, there's a little button here you can press down on, and you can see the lever is already starting to pull out. You will use the same exact method, the red button, push over, indent the black plug, and then pull over the gray lever. And we're using a 10mm socket wrench, and there's 3 bolts, one that you'll see here clearly, and then 2 on the front side. So right here you can see the module clearly in the lights, and there is an 8-digit number right here at the top. That is the part number if you're buying a new one. However, the new ones at the dealership, they can get pretty costly. Here at MyAirbags.com, we can actually reset your original module where it will be free of all crash and collision codes, and it will function again in another accident event. And the same thing goes for the seat belts. After an accident, the seat belts will deploy and lock up, and we can also restore those back to its pre-accident condition. If you want to know more about our pricing and the services we offer, just go to MyAirbags.com and select your year, make, and model. If you need help on reinstalling this module, we'll have another video on our YouTube channel that you can search, and it will show you how to reinstall this exact module.